Hello and good day. We're back. We're playing still the Outer Worlds, and we're about finished with the first DLC, Peril on Gorgon. And so, yeah. We basically finished that, but we have a bunch of side quests that we didn't bother with. So, we might wanna get those. And I actually realized... we need hack 150. Okay, so no dinner time protocol for us. Excuse me. Okay. But I think everything we've had to damage, yeah, is done now. So I guess we'll go and help those people with their llama. You look like you're looking into a spotlight. Well, not really. But yeah, there's a lot of light going on, I guess, which I hope will make the green screen work, so... I did have to fiddle a little bit with the setup today, so who knows. It might all be just in a tiny way different. Like, it's basically still the same setup, but I'm trying the different microphone again, so I don't have to have it in the middle of my face anymore. And, what else did I do? I think that's about it. The table might be a little bit higher or something, I don't know. It's, you know, like a standing desk thing, so... I don't really have a fixed height setting. So yeah, hi Ada, by the way, I don't think I said that. And I hope you've had a great week so far, or rather, a great last week. Yeah. Yeah, so let's see if we can still go back. Package 1 meter. That is not what we want to do. Okay, let's go back to Gorgon. Yes. My guess is that that package will be in some way related. Well, let's keep our companions. Or maybe... Nah, you wanted adventure. It's fine. It was a relaxing week. Next week you'll go to the office again if you remember the way. Yeah, I had an okay week. Like, the start was a bit hard for me, just like, you know, like the whole work from home situation. Anyway, I just had trouble concentrating for a bit. But towards the end, I got my head together and had some real fun doing work, so...
One down! Nice hit!
Oops. Whoops. Stop shooting my companions. Jesus. At least I remembered to change to a different weapon this time. I was kind of still on my Fallout setting. So I'm currently playing off stream, playing Fallout 4 just a little bit, and did we loot you already? Yeah. And there I've got a setup where basically I have a machine gun and like loads of ammo for it. And so I'm totally... Wait, I can probably fast travel here, sorry. Where are we even supposed to go? Back here. OCI lower exterior. That's probably the better choice. And so I'm just used to, you know, like using the machine gun and just pointing it at everyone, you know, until they fall over. And I think you need to repair some stuff. And now let's see, where are we? Yes, we need to go down here, I guess. Oh, great.
Let's make this quick!
You got him!
Keep it up!
Oh, the laser gun works a lot better on these marauders. It's interesting. I don't remember it being that good. Why am I even collecting Adrena time? I know I shouldn't use it. I guess it looks like Adreno and my brain just goes, okay, that's something I need. That's not nice. Oh, no, wait. That looked like a human to me from the front, like shoulders and, you know, like maybe a head in a helmet or something at first. And then I realized that the sides were actually not part of the background. And it's a Mantiqueen head or something. Looks scary. Defaced Moonman helmet. Ooh, scary. But it is funny how similar the two games play. I assume the lockdown is starting for you and ending for me? Not really. I basically just said, you know, like, I can work from home. You know, I don't have to endanger everyone by being another transition vector. So I basically just locked myself down. But the thing is, we in Germany, we've had a bunch of announcements that basically said, ooh, we're going to do a hard lockdown. Oh, Mupin, thanks for the host. And for some reason the alert didn't have any audio. At least for me. Although I've set it up like that. Weird. Anyway, thank you. Yeah, Anyway, so yeah, we've had a lot of complaining about, you know, like lockdowns and stuff. But really, we haven't had any real lockdowns. Like, you were always able to just, you know, go for a walk and without, like, having to have any particular reason. You could just say, you know, like, for health reasons, I'm walking around my block or something. I mean, they did limit travel a little bit. In, you know, that you can get in trouble if you're traveling long distances without a reason. Which usually was limited to, like, work things. But, like, in general, we never had a lockdown here. And they've made a few mentions of maybe we should do a lockdown, but they never actually then went through with it. So yeah. Oh, you're even here. Hello, Moopin. Nice to have you. With the nice emotes from Airy. I love those. Alright, maybe I should... let me just do a quick... wait. The problem with Eerie is how to spell the name. I think it was like this. I hope that was right. Good. Thank you, Moopin. At least, you know, when you remind me of fun and good streamers, then
Used to live here.
it's always helpful.
Folks just like us, Captain.
This sort of thing's happening all over the colony. Homes falling to pieces. People fall to pieces too. Except they turn marauder.
Mm-hmm. So I guess this was something we were supposed to come across early on in the game. Anyway, Moopin, hi, how are you doing? I hope you had a good week. I'm just running around here being distracted while trying to get to the side quest over there. That would probably have been a shorter way to that. I think it was on the way back from something else. Oops. Yeah. I missed the mine. Alright. This fuzzy display is a bit weird. We're doing well, about to go take a nap. Figured you could at least have a host. Thank you. Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. I could be a little better regarding concentration, but recently it's been looking up, so I hope that I'll have a good head again for a while. Oh, there are friends here, and they want to hug us. Come, I have friendship bullets for you. That I can't see effect is at once genius and completely disconcerting. It's, you know, on one hand, that they put this swirly thing over that face, looks pretty good you know, like, tells you immediately what's going on, that their vision is blurred. But on the other hand, you know, it's not a real world thing. Like, if you saw someone who had something like that in front of their face, you would go like, what's going on? Is that magic or a wormhole or what? Why am I even looting all this stuff? I don't know. I guess it's just reflex at this point. Ooh, there's another one. But, you know, never leave loot behind. So, where are we? Okay. Oh, it's up there, right. That's where I wanted to go. So yeah, for example, work went pretty well towards the end of this week. Pick up package for Captain Baggage. Babbage, okay. Are we in a different mission? No, that's the llama thing. Oh, and is that the llama rock? Yeah, I guess it looks like a llama. Okay. To Captain B, Babbage, and crew. From a friend. Handle with handle with care. Yeah, anyway, some of you might remember that, okay, so that was why that was so much off the beaten path. They expected you to get a little background by going into this area during the DLC. What's this? Let's check this out. It seems it might lead us in the right direction. But also have a peek at this area. And so, as a UI developer, we're creating, you know, like, you're creating, whoops, you're creating code that is, okay, that took a little longer. Sorry. There's one more behind there.
Everybody okay? Great.
Alright. Those barks at the end of combat are really nice. You know, they kind of... Oh! Special delivery. We found another science weapon. Originally designed as an experimental mail delivery tool, this launcher was listed as a failed project and forgotten. With its recent discovery and retrofitting, its homing pneumatic tubes are now filled with explosives to deliver death rather than envelopes. Okay, so that's the one we read about, and so this is... Oh yeah, it says here, Charles from accounting. So we finally met Charles. With another defaced Moonman helmet. Oh, let's take that as well. It's interesting, we loot him, but the helmet doesn't disappear. Apparently he doesn't have a head. Maybe they just want to keep the mystery of Charles from accounting intact. So now we know that. Anyway, so I started a sentence for the third time and still haven't finished it. Well, so the kind of code you write as a UI developer is kind of hard to automatically test. So there are some programs that kind of automatically simulate clicks and things like that, but they're very fragile and they cannot test, you know, like whether the drawings are right or anything like that. And so, in the past, I haven't really had much opportunity to write test code to make sure that my code does what it's supposed to do. It was more, you know, just relying on QA people to check that it's okay. Wasn't there another body? No. Okay. Oops. Why can't I shoot? Oh, now it works.
Huh.
That dog.
An arm, just like... Hey.
That's Lucky.
Second. Is that Lucky Montoya?
Yep. Light ammo, pit cartridge.
I stumbled onto something big. Bigger than Minnie Ambrose's journal. Spacer's Choice wasn't making adrenotime for humans. They were making it for canids. The ads were all smoke and mirrors. There's no way they'd make something this dangerous for people. But why? To build an army? Like in the Archie Excelsior comics? To make them smart so they can do most of our jobs? To make them smart and give them thumbs so they can do all of our jobs? Only one way to find out.
Yep, he wasn't really a big brain guy, I guess. Lucky is a good name, I take it. Okay, so it was good that I decided to do the side quests, because this actually tied up the main quest a little bit. You also talk about QA testing a lot of work, but for you it's web apps. For me it's desktop or mobile. Yeah, basically either, yeah. These days mostly mobile. But so the thing is, since you know, UI testing is a bit brittle, and so you spend a lot of time just fixing your tests that keep breaking without your code actually being bad. And so, you know, the cost-benefit ratio of doing UI tests that simulate clicks and the kinds of issues that it can catch compared to the kinds of issues that it all still misses, just makes it, you know, I don't find it very satisfying, and I don't really use it that much for UI code. Where is... oh, here's the button. And you write scripts that generate test scripts. Yeah, that too. Yeah. I guess it also depends on, like, the size of the system and the number of possible, you know, configurations. In a way, you know, if you have a plugin system where your users will only install certain plugins and certain got distracted by loot here. Can't get up there. So yeah, you know, if people might only have certain things installed, then it makes sense that you might want to be able to write code that combines.
Here we go!
Nobody messes with you, boss!
Alright, you?
That's the last of them.
Good. And so, you know, like, of course it's better to not have a system that complex. But, you know, if you're already there, then having tests that get automatically generated for all combinations is, I find, a pretty clever idea. Oh, that's Adreno. We actually want that. I'm so used to Adreno time being the last item that I instinctively went, oh, it only has Adreno time, and then, no, actually that's something else. Near maple syrup. Ooh, what's this? To the co-worker who finds this. Ah, okay. That was the story about the science weapon we just picked up. So we've already been here. Right. So that's the elevator I remember. Raquel? So we're actually delivering to the only person who had half a brain. Good. And I think this one leads down. And anyway, the whole sentence I wanted to say was basically just, since at my current job, the things I'm working a lot on are more under the hood things, I actually get to write a bunch of tests. And so recently, I had a really fun pair programming session with a colleague, where, you know, we just, like, polished up the thing before we actually committed it, and, one of the things I really, really enjoyed, and, you know, like, disproportionately, was that this was code where we could really write tests for everything. We even wrote, like, a little set of tests, so that was code that talked to a server. And we simulated a lot locally, but we also had a test server to talk to. And so I actually got to write code that tests everything against the real test server. So not like just unit testing, but I guess you'd call it an integration test. And so it's not something you want to run every time, because, you know, you're also testing against an unstable system, but it's a good thing to have and occasionally run, to make sure that, for one, the people working on the server didn't make a change you don't know about, or if there is an issue, to say, look, here we have this test that used to run, and whatever you changed, it doesn't run anymore. Things like that. But it was just nice to, you know, release some code and go, I'm as sure as I can be that this code really does what it's supposed to do. Whereas with GUI code, it was always, you know, like, you could probably find that way to quickly click 3 buttons in a row to cause some unexpected behavior or something. We actually had, like, a colleague at a previous job whose specialty was finding bugs where you had to click really, really fast. Because he was just, like, he also did sports that needed reflexes and things like that. So, usually he tongue-in-cheek started the instructions with drink 3 Red Bull and then click this button as fast as you can. And you know, like you have that on websites a lot, where you click a button twice and it executes your command twice. And so many websites, when you click on them these days, immediately like disable the send button or the submit button or whatever it's called. They deactivate it so that if you double click it, which, you know, many, especially beginning users, aren't clear, since in most programs it's not logical anymore. So many people aren't clear when to only click once and when you have to click twice. Exploratory testing? We had a webmaster nicknamed Shiva because he found all the crashes. You know, we just named that kind of bug a name of that QA colleague crash. Or bug or something like that, you know. I'm not naming him here because I'm not 100% sure whether he liked these issues being called that. Because, you know, some people went like, yeah, but nobody is likely to click that fast. But usually we as engineers went like, yeah, that's a totally valid thing that can happen. You know, if you have a, you know, like slightly dirty mouse or whatever, it's easy to accidentally double click or so, you know, like the buttons bounce on many devices. There's actually, on infrared remotes, there is a technique that you have to build into them called debouncing, which is basically because an infrared remote sends the same signal repeatedly as long as you hold the button down. So, that means if you push the button just a little too long, you get 2 signals, and, you know, it might change by 2 channels. So what you usually do is you add a circuit or code to your infrared receiver that if it just gets 2 quick button presses within like that interval in which, you know, holding a button repeatedly sends it. So if there's like holding the button sends the signal, you know, like every half second, and you get 2 signals in a second, you just say, okay, I'll ignore the second one. You know, you just wait for a second before you switch, basically, roughly. So, you know, like there are many cases related sometimes to how the hardware works and sometimes, you know, just related to how the human brain works or to what usually is called skill level, but, you know, it's more like even very skilled persons do stupid things if they're tired or if they're distracted or if they're interrupted. So you have to account for all that in usability. Alright, let's see what handing in the package does.
You want to know how I'm doing? I've been hunting down a petrified llama all day. That's how I'm doing.
How did you get entangled in this llama business?
I don't even know anymore. We spent so long arguing about what is or isn't a llama that it's all a blur. Captain Babbage has a lot of strange contacts in the parcel delivery business. One of them must have a thing for llamas.
Alright, let's show her the parcel. I found this sitting by a llama-shaped rock.
That's it! Oh, I can't wait to rub this in my dumb captain's face.
This should be entertaining.
See here now? What's all this talk about?
We got the package. And guess what? It was where I said it would be. And this fossil? It's not a llama. Not a llama at all.
I believe I owe you an apology, First Mate.
What?
It's true. I wouldn't know an alpaca from a raptidon, and as a captain, that's a mark against my good name. Can you ever forgive me?
Llama.
I don't know what to say.
I'll start. Thank you, stranger.
Maybe you should listen to your crew from now on.
I think you're right. What is a crew if not people who can remedy a captain's flaws now and then?
A good crew's like family. Always there to help.
Yeah, that's why you keep me around, right? You need me smoothing out your rough edges.
Well, thanks, Captain. What say we head over to the Sprat Shack and I'll buy the first round, just to show there's no hard feelings.
Llama?
Here's my... I'd say you've earned it. And here's a little something extra for your time.
Oh, okay, let's go with a snarky answer. I feel like I've inhaled something toxic, and this has all been a hallucination.
Llama.
I take offense to that. I would know if I was a hallucination.
Be seeing you, and thanks again.
Llama.
I know he's supposed to be funny, and, you know, at a certain level, he is. But on the other hand, them saying, well, we just crashed a plane, and that's all he's been saying so far, makes it a really horrific thing. And, you know, they should be, you know, going and saying, we gotta find him a doctor or something. Alright, let's look. Do we have any other side quests? What's this? That's all. Oh no, that's Peril on Gorgon. Superhero sidekicks. Yeah, I guess we'll do that one now. But yeah, it's sometimes it's funny how something fairly simple, you know, can make can make things more fun for you. And you know, where you just go like, hey, I was able to write unit tests for the first time. A bunch of enemies. Oops.
Okay.
Let's see if we can sneak past you. Looks pretty good. Why are those marauders already dead? Oh, I guess they met giant caterpillars or something. Ooh, and there are more. Frost Saw. Sneaky sneak. All right. One of the mean things in games like this is these extra animals, you know, they're not just there for color, you know, to make the area seem more alive, but they also prevent you from, you know, getting into this mindset where you go,
Anyone else feel like the walls are almost leaning in?
This is like that scene from Terror on Monarch, where Spencer Woolrich gets buried alive.
okay. Where were we? Yeah, but they also, they prevent you from just going, okay, it's moving, so it's either an NPC or an enemy. Because those things, you know, they're not really relevant as enemies. And so you go here and you see some of these bodies and go like, that looks like a mantiqueen. Oh, it's a dead one, it's fine. Or like a caterpillar or whatever those were called. And then you have the others. Okay, I think we'll have to shoot our way out of here.
I'm ready for something else!
Way to go, Cap! Nice hit! Get that armor! That's the last of them!
Whew. Stop sleeping, Felix. Herpetophobia. Mantipillars and mantisars, you're not quite yourself. Reject. But I think I should heal again. Alright, I don't think Felix is healing along with us. But he should be recovering soon, I think. Yeah, he's taking a while. And anyway, so it's good to have these little sprats everywhere because they fulfill dual purposes. They're good, they're, you know, good color. They make it more... Damn it, I forgot to reload. Okay, shoot you, shoot the next one.
Won't help!
Hit it with something else! Everyone all right?
All right. You know, so they kind of prevent you from getting complacent and used to, you know, just shooting everything that moves. You have to pick your targets a little more clearly. And they make the world seem a little more real. And these flies are really disconcerting. Mind control ray, shrink ray. What weapons do we have? Employee benefits. I don't even remember where I got that one. Maybe I should try the... Let's try this one first, and then we can always switch to a different science weapon. Hiya, Mama. Didn't see you there. Hello. I don't know what the inclusion of an adult toy was supposed to be in reference to.
This has got to be one of those research sites we're looking for. It's sort of lonesome, isn't it?
Ace Exterminator. The Exhilarating Adventures of Archibald Excelsior, Ace Exterminator, and the Attack of the Crystal Canids, issue 2 of 4. A comic from the cult classic Ace Exterminator series, tragically cancelled after its brief 4-issue run. Scribbled in felt tip on the comic's spine is the word friend. After this run-in with the Dancing Queen, proven hero Archibald Excelsior is mending his broken heart in the glitzy city of Fairview, when a horde of vicious crystal canids escapes from the laboratory of an evil, unemployed scientist. As the canids turn the city to ash with their plasma beam eyes, Excelsior descends into the depths of the lab to put down the leader of the pack, King Alpha. The king connives to sabotage Excelsior's trusty PET, and our hero is forced to fight with the only weapon in reach, the skull of King Alpha's own mother, Empress Crystalline Alpha. Will our mustachioed hero escape the king's jaws and heal his wounded heart? You were saying that adding in the simplest thing can make it much more fun. Okay, yeah, good. I see your point and accept it as valid. Maurice Walton's datapad. Virgil, making progress on the graph plating for the package, though not nearly as fast as you'd like. Given the spin rate of Gorgon, the anomaly I've been observing is only present in the sky 3 hours of every 24. Doesn't help that I have to readjust my telescope every couple minutes to keep tabs on the slippery bastard. Come by my workstation outside the manufactory dome when you've got a minute. The data this thing is throwing off is strange as all get out. Be ashamed to compromise the package with a misplaced 0, right? By the way, I checked on Eustace. The fumes aren't doing him any favors. We ought to get him out of here as soon as we can. How's your sister coming with the schedule? By the marvelous mustache of Excelsior Maurice. You got to tell Birdie to stop bringing me food. If I have to eat another damned can of Saltuna fillets, I'm gonna hurl. Okay. So I guess they were working on something together. I don't know what this means. He needs no doctor. Clearly he needs a llama. Maybe. He's probably... Oh god. I wonder if that's like a veiled jab at Fortnite. You know, kind of, they have their loot boxes are llamas. Let's see, where are the other hints? Far enough away that fast travel makes sense. I thought they were piñatas. Well, llama-shaped piñatas, yes. La 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 la. Isn't this sky beautiful? He says as he walks backwards into a mantiqueen. Did I walk the right direction? No, I didn't. Such a beautiful game. Do you see that? Like the way, you know, the floor, like how it shines in this turquoise blue. And then it slowly disappears. Ah, beautiful. Isn't this where we came out? Let's see if we can maybe go upwards on the inside and find it there. Somewhere below. What? No. Okay. That clue basically says behind you. So I guess that's not the right way. I wonder if we could screw up the mission now. Probably not. You know, because this is where we fought our way. Well, this is where we came out after fighting our way in. How do we get up there? Some sea upper exterior. Well, this leads us... Oh, there was a bit of popping here. That's what happens in games, you know, because you have two... You see it with the trees here as well. You know, you have the reduced detail models that you see from a distance. And you have the high detail ones that you see closer up. And so sometimes it just happens, you know, that as you approach something from a distance, you can see them exchange the models. A few minutes ago, you pushed the button on some large, tall elevator platform before you went through a gate. What became of that? We went up there and found found the location we were looking for. I think... Oh no, this is actually... I think this might actually be the elevator we used. I'm a bit lost now. We're up here. That makes no sense. OCI, SMC. Let's go to the lower exterior and see if we can find our way to the map marker there. Where is... Okay, I guess we'll test our...
Incoming!
Okay, that does not work at all. I don't know what that's supposed to do.
Hit him with something else!
That's the last of them.
Alright. I'm not quite sure if I actually did anything this way. Okay, we really want to get up there to wherever the bridges were. But how do we get there again? I guess we go to these ruins and then just go all the way around. I don't know. I mean, I got turned around a few times. And we got to the llama guys. So, okay, where are we trying to get? Trying to get over there. So straight ahead and then left. Yep. Oh, and while we're here, try another weapon.
Huh? Let's take him down! Break you!
Where's the last one? Over there. Okay, come on.
Lord him!
Everyone all right?
Whew. Alright, and now, yeah, that away. Boing. Oh, and we are here again. What? I can't find the way. Okay, let's go in here, even if the markers say it's not the right way. And see if maybe going up or something like that will fix things. This is a bit weird, like I don't see where on the map in fact, That's a window, not a door. In fact, I'm hopelessly lost right now. Shock cannon, hyper, some light ammo, prototype hibernation suit. Yeah, this is where we shot our way through all the mercenaries. Tossball mercenaries, in fact. There's a barred door. Oh, we can actually lockpick this. We haven't been here.
By 1,000 paper cuts.
Trying to organize this mess. Examine. OSI guidelines on the appropriate practice of filing. 1. The process of filing information is a sacred duty. Never embark on a new journey in filing without evoking the name of the architect and the law. A document is like a worker. Both must have their appropriate label and must be stored in their appropriate section. Maintain appropriate posture when filing documents. You are clergy serving at the altar of data. Replace and revise your filing system every 4 years. Planned obsolescence is the appropriate role of Spacer's choice. Oh, good lord. It's basically the worst of bureaucracy enshrined as its major rule. Not that many files here anymore. I wonder if buying corporate service awards,
Nicely done.
if that's, you know, how that is lucrative. That's where it came from. That's where we can get out. Great. Okay. Where we came from is actually where we want to go. Anything left? Doop doop. Just randomly running around. I think we've already read those. Let's sell junk just so our inventory won't be completely empty. This looks promising. Oh, that's just the exit door. Well, let's hope that we're now at the right level. Okay, we've checked out all of that as well. We're probably now back at the point where we started from, if I read that name right. Yeah. What? How do I get to this spot? Somehow I always end up here. And I need to get over there. Let's try from the other side. I have no clue. It seems to be... okay. No, that's the quest marker. Where? $115. No, and this, it's up there. So how the heck are we supposed to get there? Are we like supposed to walk on top of this? I'm just scared that I'm gonna fall off. Here's the llama people we met, or rather, they're not there anymore. Ooh. That's just decoration. From the looks of it, I just fell through. No!
Careful, you're... No! Boss!
I have no idea. Luckily I saved here. But like, how are we supposed to get up there? I guess I'll just walk around it. You know, this seemed such a, you know, comparatively simple mission. Just go to these three stops on the map. Okay, that's no way that we can go. The ladder is broken. No. At least, I think we haven't been here before. Great. Now I have to watch out for mines on the wall as well. Oh. Almost missed this one.
I ain't think we're welcome here, Captain.
Laying down traps is one thing, but this is just rude.
Was just scared by the grass, going like, what was that? Oh, it's only the glowing grass.
When does man become marauder? People talk about them as if they've transformed, like they've mutated. I see it in the aetherwave broadcasts, read it in the papers. But beneath their masks, they're only people. Dangerous people with a terrible illness, but people still. When we call a man a marauder, have we given up on him? How do we know when he's become one? How can you decide to give up on someone? Have I given up on Harvey? Who does this suffering serve, I wonder? Spacer's choice? We call them marauders. like they have some kind of group identity. They don't. The name was coined in Edgewater, I think. One of the towns first hit by the Adrenatime crisis. A lonely Spacer's Choice outpost on the edge of a barren sea. A prime place for the company to test a disastrous new product. When the town started fraying at the edges, hardly anyone else in the colony noticed. Just like Lucian planned. I read the reports. Every missing person. Every unexpected death. A town already teetering on the edge, and Adrenatime shoved it off a cliff.
Interesting. I thought, you know, this had been explored in depth already in the parts of the game we played, and stating it out again here, it's an interesting choice. I'm not sure if... I'm kind of glad we didn't see that right away, because I think it would have made the discovery less surprising. Because here it's really just flat out stated. Adrenatime causes it.
Is this one of those research outposts we're looking for?
Wow.
Get a load of this view.
Mm-hmm. I've been saying that for the last... I don't know... hour. Huh. That's an interesting... Is that a window? Or a force field? It's like a window going out on a wall. Ah. Maurice, I have made my peace with the chemical waste pit. It is where I belong. I think with the refuse and the dregs. It's where I belong, I think, with the refuse and the dregs. The surface is distant to me, as distant as the cold stars. As distant as you are, and the rest of them. How do you fare, Maurice, up on your vaunted perch? When the shadow of the manufactory crown falls on you and your fine telescope, do you think of me down here in the dark? Do any of you? My isolation has borne fruit. Propane, butane, ethane, these wild gases visit me in my dreams. They shift and morph, compress and expand. Gas now, then liquid, then gas again. They've whispered to me the trick of their metamorphosis, and I have bottled it as they taught me. He's making moonshine. Come down from the shadow of the manufactory, Maurice, down to the ravine, and they will teach you their trick too. Let us at last complete the package that I might finally ascend. Okay. The exhilarating adventures of Archibald Excelsior, Ace Exterminator, and the Plague of the Mentimen. Issue 1 of 4. Yeah. On the comet's spine is the word speak. Oh. Who wants to bet that the code word is speak, friend, and enter? In the inaugural issue, newly minted hero Archibald Excelsior is dispatched to the cloud cities of Olympus to put down a plague of ravenous Mentimen, intent on taking the cities for their own. Menti Mastermind pits his second-in-command, renowned Spindle Knight Sysax Sassafras against Excelsior in hand-to-hand combat. Just when Excelsior appears to have bested his insectile foe with the help of his handy PET, his eye is caught by Isabella Femme Fatale. Femme Fatale. Menti Mastermind's dancing queen. Will our mustachioed hero survive his brush with the Spindle Knight? And with love? Alright. Are those hoverboards? Oh, those are kind of like magnetic repulsors or something, and that's why the Sprat is flying above them, I guess. Interesting. Okay. So that's what they've been working on here? Oh, and that's the telescope. So I wonder what the thing was that he was observing. He said it's something that he can only observe 3 hours per day. So is it the... I don't suppose it's the asteroid on which Ambrose Manor was. Alright, where's the last stop? Back here. So I guess we go to the chem lab and hope we can find the way.
We're really gonna go digging around in a waste processing ravine? Yeah, of course we are.
I mean, digging around, it's right here. Hi, Dr. Kim. I hope everything's alright down there in the chem lab's waste processing ravine. I know it gets a little smelly, what with the garbage and toxic goo pits and all, so I just want to make sure you're A-OK. With Virgil's blessing, I've prepared a revised schedule outlining the remainder of the package's production cycle. You'll note that your propellant solution is blocking Virgil's completion of the package's metal casing. Uh-oh. Would you maybe be able to come visit me so we can go over the timeline in detail? I'm in the little office just outside the top-level exit from HIA. Can't miss it. Let me know. I'm here to help you. By the marvelous mustache of Excelsior Birdie Sharp. Issue 404. A comic from the cult classic, and is the word enter, yeah. After narrowly escaping the clutches of the nefarious agent Buff Hardman, wounded hero Archibald Excelsior has a heart in turmoil, a broken PET, and no time to rest. Because an ancient colossus slumbering beneath the crust of the prison planet Tartarus arises and hungers for the flesh of thousands. As the colossus lays waste to the maximum security penitentiary, Excelsior's nemesis, Hardman, returns to haunt him. Now, Excelsior must face down the two devilish foes at once, as lava encroaches on all sides. Excelsior's odds look grim, until a chance lightning strike ignites the PET and gives the ace exterminator a fighting chance. Will our mustachioed hero slay the giant and finally mend his broken heart? Alright. I guess we know all there is, and we go back to the secret hideout. I think it's here where the bridge was, so that should be the shortened ways. The words are hard. Oh. No, that was the wrong one. Upper exterior is where we wanted to go, though. Oops. Alright. Where are we at? Yes. That's what I was looking for, this bridge. Enter true fan passphrase. Speak friend and enter. One final task awaits thee, fair traveler. You must complete a test to prove your bona fides, but don't worry. It should be simple for a true fan of Archibald Excelsior. Hack 150 execute villain protocol. Okay, wait. I think I wanna save just in case. Begin the quiz. Issue 1, The Plague of the Mentimen. What was the name of the Menti mastermind second in command whom Archibald defeated in hand-to-claw combat? I guess it was Sassafras. I think she was later. Correct. What improvised weapon did our illustrious leader use to exterminate King Alpha? The skull of King Alpha's own mother. In issue 3, Agent Buff Hardman foiled Archibald's heroic plan to liberate the underground metropolis of Hephaestus from the Sprat Pack by doing what? Oh, I don't remember this one. Mind control ray? Correct. Ooh, I guessed right. It was the most pulp of the solutions. How did he ignite his signature weapon and put the titular giant down for good? With a bolt of lightning from above. Correct. Alert, the passage is unbarred. Enter as a brother or sister, Birdie, for you are now a certified genuine super science sidekick. Congratulations.
This has to be the place. I know a fan club when I see one.
You can't even see it from over there. What are those mag picks? That everyone has them just like lying around on the dinner table. Like how often do you need do people here need to oh, 2,250 bits. The PET. They built the PET. Okay, that's like I accept that, you know, building a functioning version of a superhero's weapon. That, yeah, that's an amazing achievement for a fan club. It's like, you know, the person who built their own lightsaber. It was basically a stick that heated up, but, you know, basically the idea was build a functioning thing that looks and works like a lightsaber. Or looks and has the same effect as a lightsaber. They have so many mag picks because they use them to tie up their hair. Yeah, it makes sense in Skyrim or so, where they're actual bobby pins. Or in what other game was there? Was Dishonored also with bobby pins? I don't know, like, there it makes sense that they would just be lying around everywhere, you know? Alright. And now... I guess we check this weapon out. This lovingly handcrafted replica Energy Axe bears a striking resemblance to the pest extermination tool wielded by pulp legend Archibald Excelsior. With its famed PET, pest extermination tool, in hand, the inimitable Excelsior exterminated a plague of Mentimen, a horde of crystal canids, a pack of super-villainous singing sprats, and a molten giant the size of a mountain, all while nursing a broken heart. Only a true fan could have crafted such an improbable weapon. Oh, cool. That's an awesome melee weapon. It's a bit off-brand, but... okay, I like it. So, let's see. Murder on Eridanos is the next one. Peril, Electric Fling. It's a journalist. Okay, so let's pick up all his journals. That seems like something that might give us more useful information about the main quest. Off-brand lightsaber chainsaw. Yeah, it's kind of like a rocket hammer or something. I don't know. Oh, right. First, let's do this one. Because we've pretty much already done that quest, just haven't seen the ending yet. Because we haven't actually returned to the spread shack to give it to her. Archibald Excelsior, Ace Exterminator, that was cool. That was actually a load screen. Of course, now we gotta get up again, but, oh. I stubbed my toe. That the upper floor is kind of bent like that. You know, that would have been condemned anywhere else, but I guess this is already basically people squatting in an abandoned building. It's amazing how they can always be far behind and suddenly they stay behind me. Standing even. Alright, where art thou? One floor up, I guess. Yep. Yep.
You find anything out there, you let me know. I'm ready to get off this rock.
I found a flask.
Shit, all right. Law. Still smells like his whiskey, his cigarettes, and that awful cologne he bathed in every morning. Here. I saved up for this, just in case I needed to go out into the ruins myself. Truth be told, I'm glad I never had to use it. You didn't happen to find anything else out there, did you?
The question is, what do we want to tell her? Found it looks like he died peacefully. It's hard to decide, you know? Do you want to tell her the truth? Or do you want her to be happy? The question is, does she understand what became a marauder means? I think I'm gonna lie. You know, she has to know he's dead. So I don't want to give her anything where she doesn't know what happened. So option 1 or 3 are always the ones I'd have to choose. And that way she'll just, you know, feel guilty. I found him, it looks like he died peacefully.
Good. I should have been there for him, but I suppose he wanted to be alone in the end. Thank you for the flask. Jerome and I were supposed to live and die together, but sometimes fate has other plans. Time for me to get off this rock. Memories hang around here like a bad smell, and I could use some fresh air.
That's what he wanted. Go live your life.
Those were some real nice words, boss. I just hope she'll be alright.
That was a real kind thing you did, Captain. Maybe not what I would have wanted, but it looks to be what she needed.
Just saying that loudly right in front of her. Yeah, it's... You know, if I had known... You know, if I knew that everyone else now knows that Adrena time is bad and causes marauders, then I would have told her the truth, I think. You know, because she just goes, well, he was here, and, you know, he became infected, you know, and that's how he died. So it's not a nice death, but, you know, it had nothing to do with her or something like that. But, you know, just saying, well, he went mad and became a marauder kind of sounds like, you know, I think she would guilt trip herself. So that's why I went for the lie. Because I don't think the game would have allowed me to explain. Let's see. Electric fling. What is Brave New World here? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's main quest. Okay. We've done that. It's just the pending main quest because all of this happens before the ending. Alright. Now let's look on the map where those are. Okay, Chem Lab. I guess let's go HIA first. Again. These enemies just keep respawning in front of HIA, don't they? Oh, because that's where Adrena time gets manufactured, I guess. So they know that there might be more in here. Excuse me.
Show your boss that you are prime because you take Adrena.
Welcome to Human Inquiry Odyssey, the Spacer's Choice Facility. My name is Dr. Marion Blakeslee, and I'd like...
Okay, these are just spots where we missed something. I get. Really? You hid it back there?
We discussed side effects, Dr. Ambrose.
The drug's not ready for release yet. The side effects are immaterial.
So it's dangerous. Perhaps it results in some thrilling mutations. 4 arms, maybe? Or a second head?
Try delusion, paranoia, gastric bleeds, violence, and fatal insomnia. Shall I enumerate every way our volunteers have died? Suicide by automech, suicide by hanging, starvation.
Cut the recording, Georgie.
You sure, boss? I just put on a new cylinder.
Stroke, spontaneous combustion, internal exsanguination.
Just turn it off.
Okay, this explains why he wants it back so badly. He knew what had been going on. Wait, 54 meters up? How do I get 54 meters up from here? Wait, probably... No, that's the observation room. So I don't think walking here will get me any farther up. That's probably just an exit, right? Okay, let's get back out. Oh, what is this? Maybe this is the exit. No, this just leads to the test chamber. Having a talent for getting lost today. Should probably... Huh. Okay, let's... Ooh. Aww. Those look like energy cells, but they're actually just exploded drone parts. So I guess I've already looted them. Okay, where did we come in? I guess there's only one entrance. But then maybe we came in here? Yes, okay. I guess that was someone who was suicidal. Either that or it was... No, right, since it's all of them, there are more like that here. You can even see the shoes. Right, yeah, we came by here earlier. Okay, but that's an elevator, not where we're supposed to go. Ah, here.
Welcome to Human Emporium Arlington. The Spacer's Choice facility. My name is Dr. Miriam Blakeslee, and I'd like to congratulate you all on volunteering for this important opportunity.
Where is the exit?
Whatever your past,
Ah, here.
know that as of today, each of you will be part of something greater.
Oh god, is this all? That's all disposed test subjects. I didn't realize that at first, and I'm stuck apparently. Ah, whew. That could have gone badly. And now I guess we'll have to shoot these people again. Or sneak away quickly. Yeah, I guess we have to sneak away. Where are we right now? Gorgon ruins.
Easy now.
Let's just sneak away over here. Doop-de-doo. Yeah, there's 450 meters. And 370. So I guess we really want to go... Ah, there we are. Want to fast travel down there, I guess. Doesn't matter. Since we're fast traveling, we just need to get out of hostile space. Alright. Kind of optimistic we might get this last quest done just in time for the first break. Which in turn means that we can start the second DLC. What's over there? It's that building. Oh, I think we might have missed that. Did we? No, wait, it's just...
What's up, boss? We're not getting through!
Nice hit! Nobody messes with you, boss! That's the last of him!
Huh. Cartridge, ammo... Okay. Oh, there's one.
Roscoe, it's Georgie. If you're hearing this, you must still be holed up at the Sprat Shack. And you're not gonna like this one bit. I was trying to steal our recordings when things went crazy. I know. Like I said, sorry. And I'm gonna be in a heap of trouble if I don't get them, so if you want to save my bacon, you need to do it for me. I need the 3 interviews we did with Ambrose, this one here, plus another recording of my own. I left that last one with a guy who owed me a favor at the garbage processing office in the chemical waste ravine. I'll leave an automech near Stellar Freighting. It'll want all 5 recordings, plus a passphrase. Glacial Age. Oh, and don't listen to my log, alright? Just stay safe and keep your head down.
Oh, so I guess... we might be... We might be sent out to get another one, if we haven't already got that one. I guess he could have already heard that and just left them here and already given us the list of all of them. But I guess it's not for him, but for Georgie. Which, you know, makes this a little less selfish, so he might just slightly... Okay, yeah, that's the whole damage thing to the records, I guess. Why is there another one in 46 meters? Oh, that's just the way back. Okay. But we have to go back, apparently. I understand why it's difficult in a game to choose, you know, to make it possible to fast travel from arbitrary locations. That you just say, if you're not in combat and on the outdoor map, you can fast travel. But, as a player... Seriously? That counts as near hostiles? Let's see if that is no longer near hostiles. Yeah, looks like it. You know, it's when you allow someone to fast travel from arbitrary locations, you have problems like imagine you have an exterior map that is the pristine city. Then you have an interior map that you go into and push a button. You don't know what it does yet. And at the moment you exit, it checks, yes, you've pushed that button, which blew up the entire city. And so instead of taking you back to the original map, it takes you to a new outdoor map with a destroyed city. If you allow fast travel, you kind of have to do all these checks that you normally only do at the exit doors of a few selective maps. You have to do those for every fast travel. So, and also, you know, you could make it possible to, you know, leave a half-finished mission and then maybe, you know, break the game and make it impossible to get back in. Because, you know, like, for example, an NPC that you talk to says, okay, I'll fly you to this base. Then you go to the base, explore it halfway through, a bridge breaks down behind you in one cutscene, and then you decide to fast travel out and, you know, like, go to a vendor, and then when you want to go back in, first, maybe the NPC has been despawned, because, you know, they accompanied you in and got killed when that bridge fell down. But even if you could somehow still fast travel, or still travel to the start of that mission again, the bridge would have fallen down. And so you wouldn't be able to get back to that spot and finish the mission. And so that's why it's difficult to do arbitrary fast travel in games. Although, especially in MMOs with an inventory or something, usually you need something like that, because you might just, have forgotten to bring along an item, or might not be high level enough, or something like that, Okay, now I guess we'll be...
Score one for Felix!
Score one for Felix? You didn't even shoot! Oh, big one. Ooh. Another one.
Everyone all right?
I think they spit or something, but I've never actually seen one spit, or at least haven't since the start of the game or something. And so, it's a bit difficult to figure this out.
Dr. Ambrose, tell me about Adrena time. What does it do?
Hasn't Clarence already dumped a pile of promotional materials on your head?
Where's the fun in that? My listeners want to hear it in your own words.
It's an injectable drug that improves a patient's speed, awareness, mental acuity, and endurance. In moderation, Adrena time will uplift the laboring classes by strengthening their minds and work ethic.
That's quite the mission. What's driving this vision of uplift?
I am a solutions-oriented woman. I see a problem and I am moved to solve it. Poverty is one such problem. Through science, I believe we can improve the poor, and in so doing, improve Halcyon.
This is kind of a very, like cliche Silicon Valley solution. It's not make it so people, have more spare time and, have to work less or something, have a more pleasant life. It's more, we can make people work through the night. I mean, it's still... The general idea is not that bad, but in a capitalist context, I think it becomes horrific. Especially as you see how Spacer's Choice abused it. Like, on the other hand, there are people who think, oh, it's annoying, I have to sleep. Like, it's... think about it. Like, just, logically not the other way. What makes sleep nice is that being awake is exhausting. And sleep lets us, wake up again, and sleep lets us rest and, not have to be awake for a while. Like, and that's just because we find being awake stressful and exhausting. The recharge and being fresh in the morning, that's what makes sleep nice. But really, having 9 hours in a day where you just, can't do what you want is kind of a problem for individualistic people, so to say. And also for capitalist people, where it's, the one hand, the people say, the individualists say, that would be time free for me to decide over. Whereas, for capitalists, of course, it's time where you could perform, where you could be productive, where you could make money. And so, this is, so from both points of views, like her technology that she's trying to develop is not that bad. Okay, so this seems suspiciously like a decision. It doesn't really say optional like usually. So I'm a little confused. Like, in general, you know, like, as a good mercenary, the question would be, do I do him a favor and deliver it to the automech? Which is probably that one? I don't know. No, probably another one elsewhere. Where is the... yeah, it's a bit farther away. Not this one. It's somewhere over there. Okay. But no, it seems she said she was stealing it and he should please give it to her to get her out of trouble. So, I mean, it is his property to get. But she's in trouble, so I guess I'm returning it to him in the hope that he will give it to her. But I've saved at this point, so I might go back. Wait, let's do a hard save. So that we can go back and see what the other result would be if we don't get both. And I mean, I would be curious whether it's possible at all to not have to sleep. I mean, there are animals who kind of repeatedly nap during the day. I think giraffes do it like that. So they don't actually sleep an entire night or something, if I remember correctly. But they just, you know, pass out standing, basically. Which, you know, ends up basically being the same thing. But it's interesting that kind of all living beings we know here have sleep. You would think it's an, you know, it's evolution would have eliminated it if there was a way around it. And by would have eliminated, I mean, you know, not like evolution is not an active design or something, but like if you look at how evolution works, there would have been some who need less sleep, and those would have been the dominant ones. Fish and birds often sleep with half their brain. Yeah, but they still need to sleep. And so that makes me think, you know, maybe, you know, constantly having, what would you call the brain scientifically? A chemical reaction. So maybe constantly keeping a chemical reaction going is not a thing that works, and you need to stop it for a while to kind of clean up and then get back to it or something like that. I don't know. I'm not a biologist or anything like that.
Hey, there you are. Been wondering how you were doing. Did you manage to find those recordings?
Can I ask you something?
Sure, I'm an open book.
Okay, those don't really look like questions related to our mission, but let's do them anyway. I'm not a professional brainiac. Yeah, not that either. What's the deal with Lucky Montoya?
Nice enough guy. Fashioned himself one of those professional gumshoes, like in the serials. They usually work for the board, rooting out dissidents and the like. Lucky, though, he was freelance. Worked for anyone who paid, no matter their allegiance. You ask me, I think the guy just likes snooping around in folks' terminal messages.
That might have been us. I wonder if Lucky is supposed to be, like, a previous player? Lex sent me his arm in the mail. Did she tell you that?
No, but I'd wager Lex does a lot of weird shit she doesn't tell anyone about. That's the sublight way. I gotta say, though, mailing a stranger some dead guy's arm probably tops the list. At least I'd hope so.
Yeah, I hope so too. What was Gorgon like in its heyday?
Frenetic, chaotic, vicious, take your pick. I wasn't here at the start, but going off what folks told me about the early days, Gorgon started out with promise. The board's best and brightest were excited to work here, said it was a good posting. The project director had a vision and big, bold ideas.
And then?
Nothing good lasts long in Halcyon. Thing is, the schedules coming out of the corporate office were unrealistic from the get-go, and they were trying to do the project on a shoestring budget. Couple that with the obvious personnel problems and toxic junk in the product, it was only a matter of time before it all went to hell.
Was that when the Marauders appeared?
Could have been, yeah. Marauders didn't just fall out of the sky one day. They were made here on Gorgon. How, though? That's the question. Sprat Shack legend has it they crawled out of the mines one day. Heard one fella suggest they might even be aliens.
But you know different.
I think the drug they were developing here turned people into Marauders. Not on purpose, mind, but over time. Marauderhood's not the flu. It ain't contagious and they don't reproduce. So how else would they get all over the colony?
Developing a drug that accidentally turns people into raving, bloodthirsty lunatics? Sounds like Spacer's Choice to me.
I don't have proof, mind. It's just a hunch.
Gorgon's a ruin now. What sent it over the edge?
Shit, any number of things. Fire, primals, sabotage. It didn't happen all at once, but it happened fast enough folks couldn't respond in time. Now, if you're asking how it all kicked off, might have been spies that did it. Corporate espionage, you know. Anti-Cleos. I never did figure it out. Not about to try now.
You must have talked a lot to the staff here. What were they working on?
Adrenatime. I'm sure you know it. Was a drug, something to make folks work harder, work smarter. Had a lot of nasty side effects. Didn't seem so bad to me at the time, but then I hadn't met the test subjects yet. The whole thing was real hush-hush. A lot of worry about corporate spies, especially from Anti-Cleos. I probably shouldn't even be mentioning it to you, to be honest. Spacer's Choice, they're really not fond of spies.
What do you know about the senior researchers?
Not much, except that there was a whole gaggle of them, and so far as I could tell, they absolutely hated each other. Dr. Ambrose would hardly let me speak to any of them, but she complained about him all the time.
What did she complain about?
Everything, seemed like. Marion Blakesley, for example, lady who ran HIA, wouldn't return any of her messages. Not once, for years. Jasper Lowe, guy who headed up Chem, was high more than he was sober. He insisted on running special tests on primals, too. Law knows what for.
Anyone else?
Dr. Ambrose really had it out for this guy Lawrence Goodfellow. Ran OCI. Would lose his shit if he saw red on a schedule. By the end, I heard folks were turning in completely bunk progress reports just to keep him out of their hair. Had this little minion, too. An actuary named Clarence Mosley. Obsessed with quantifying every detail of his sad little life. Mosley was the guy who got me mixed up in all this. Asshole. I hope a primal ate him.
So there was tension between the researchers.
Oh yeah, it wasn't just that Dr. Ambrose hated them. They seemed to hate each other, too. OCI pushed a ludicrous schedule. Chem made a bad product, and HIA returned garbage results. A regular merry-go-round of shit flying in every direction. It's no surprise it all fell apart.
I know you're half jesting, mister, but it's even worse than you say.
We've been to the Gorgon facilities. What Spacer's Choice did here is so much worse than you can possibly imagine.
Huh. My editor said my prose was too purple, and here I could have gone vermilion.
And here I could have gone vermilion. I love a nice color pun.
Not a problem. Anything else?
Okay, I guess we found them all.
Well, I'll be damned. Now I can finally get off this rock and go home. I know it's not much, but take the last of my bits. You've earned every single one, friend.
Did you know Georgie was interviewing Olivia Ambrose on her own?
She couldn't have been. We were together all the time. Except, oh shit, my weekly calls with headquarters. What could she even want to ask Olivia Ambrose about? Doesn't make sense.
Oh, production details, ratios and measurements, ingredients, that kind of thing. So maybe she was a spy.
Good fucking law. Headquarters would kill me if they knew. Right after they killed her. Hell, being stuck here might have been the only thing keeping me alive.
Was there something going on between you and Georgie?
No, I mean, I don't know. Sometimes it seemed like there could be, when we were servicing the phonographs, or sharing a beer, but who'd be interested in some forgotten old bastard like me?
I think if I say unbelievable, you were her boss, we won't get any more information. I'm not gonna go for I really don't care because I'm nosy, so not that. Good question. It takes all kinds. I don't know. Let's go for you were her boss.
No shit, that's why I never brought it up with her. Wouldn't have been right. And anyway, unauthorized fraternization between employees is illegal. But that's all you need to know about my dire love life, I think. Any other horrible truths you want to reveal to me? Or can I get back to my drinking?
I don't have any more details.
I appreciate you telling me what happened with those recordings, but I need some time to think. Got a lot to process.
You do that, buddy.
Yeah, I'll just... Yeah. See you around.
Okay, I think this is our official ending for this DLC. And now... No, wait. Not save. Load. Now we'll go back to in front of the door and see what happens when we talk to the robot. Ah, such nice music. Do, 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 do.
This unit is currently in wait cycle. Please return later. Error. Tilt alarm engaged. Entering emergency reconciliation mode. Please do not kick this unit. It has not been programmed to wish you harm. This unit is currently in wait cycle. Please return later. Have a better than natural day.
Oh. So how do I give it to you?
Currently in wait cycle. Please return later. Error. Tilt alarm engaged. Entering emergency reconciliation mode. This unit has been programmed to express despair. Please treat this unit with kindness. This unit is currently in wait cycle. Please return. Error. Tilt alarm engaged. Entering emergency reconciliation mode. This unit will now engage Calamity Protocol. This unit is currently in wait cycle. Please return.
I don't think that's doing anything.
Engaged. Entering emergency reconciliation mode. Calamity. This unit is currently in wait cycle. Please return later. Have a better than natural day.
So, what do I do with you? Am I not supposed to deliver stuff to you?
I don't think you're getting through!
Okay, that didn't work. Okay, so honestly I have no idea how to trigger the other... Can we somehow... This seems a bit odd. Is there nothing else? We can do quests. Are the ChemLab passphrase? 5 Roscoe. Doesn't look like we have... Huh, okay.
This unit is currently in wait cycle. Please return later.
It's an Auntie Cleo mech.
Have a better than natural day.
Anyone remember? A woman named Georgie asked Roscoe to deliver the portable phonographs to her personal automech near Stella Freighting. How do I do this then? I think I'll have to... What is it? Outer Worlds. Let's Google for this because I want to know how deliver phonographs to Georgie. And I should type correctly. Okay. This was just to get me to look at some ads. Hello, I've clicked you. How do you... I hate having to reject stuff manually whenever I go to a website. Yeah. Let's go. Oh, Georgie's Automech. Huh, it just says giving it to Georgie's mech. Okay. Then I don't know. Seems the walkthrough just assumes this should work.
This unit is currently in wait cycle. Please return later. Error. Tilt alarm engaged. Entering emergency reconciliation mode. This unit, please return later. Error. Please.
Let's just try this a couple of times. See if this changes anything.
Please return error. Oh, this please return error. Oh, this unit
okay.
is currently in wait cycle. Please have a better than natural day. This unit is currently in wait cycle. Please return late. Have a better than natural day.
But at least we know now. If we had done this, maybe I broke it because I think I came into this room right at the start of the game when we went out here, and maybe I somehow triggered this conversation. Oh, wait. Here's another phonograph. Ah, that was what I was missing.
Georgie, you asshole. What are you doing? Hey, you got those drinks? Don't tell me it's Glacial Age again.
When did you become this picky? Beer's beer. Hey, what are we celebrating anyway?
1 year on assignment. Only 10,000 more to go.
No shit. And that makes it 1 year trapped in this goddamn closet.
1 year getting chewed out by Olivia Ambrose for doing our jobs.
1 year drinking stolen beer.
And 1 year as partners. In crime. Partners in crime.
Hey, you okay? Your face is all red. Let me get you some water. Hold on.
Partners, Georgie? Are you out of your mind? Get it together!
Of course, now I wonder what happens if we take this. Alright, so I've saved here, and now we'll turn it in.
Is currently in wait cycle. Please return later. Error. Tilt alarm engaged. Entering emergency reconciliation mode. Oh, calamity. This unit is currently in wait cycle. Please return later. Have
Okay,
a better than
nothing we can do here either. Oh, and that's the message where she said, don't listen to my message. Huh. Is this... No, that's Spectrum vodka. Yeah, get lost. I want to go down there. Alright. Well, I don't know. Doesn't seem to work. So let's go back to him and do that again and see. Wait, let's see. Do we have 6? We still only have 5 portable phonographs. That's interesting. So probably not a difference. So I think... Okay, I'll just try it, because I'll kick myself if I haven't tried it, whether that makes any difference, or if that's just, you know... I think it's probably just background for us to indicate that maybe she liked him, but maybe it will open up another dialogue option or something like that. You know, that we can say... I guess we can try that. Answer something else to him.
Hey, there you are. Been wondering how you were doing. Did you manage to find those recordings?
Found them all.
I'll be damned. Now I can finally get off this rock and go home. I know it's not much, but take the last of my bits. You've earned every single one, friend. No, I mean, I don't know. Sometimes it seemed like there could be, when we were servicing the phonographs, or sharing a beer, but who'd be interested in some forgotten old bastard like me?
Let's try that one.
Yeah.
It takes all kinds.
My ma used to say the same thing. And anyway, unauthorized fraternization between employees is illegal. But that's all you need to know about my dire love life, I think. Any other horrible truths you want to reveal to me? Or can I get back to my drinking?
Did you know Georgie was interviewing Olivia Ambrose? Yeah, okay, so it's just...
I need some time to think.
Okay, yeah, so that doesn't really make a difference. So let's go back to our manual save. And since that seems to be bugged, the other option. But at least we know now, since that was an anti-Cleo since that was an anti-Cleo mech, we know now that she was probably a spy. So, I guess this means we can now go to No Night Without Stars, which is the start of the Murder on Eridanus DLC. So now we'll take a quick break and then we'll start the new DLC. See you in a moment.